Thank you for tuning in to leaddeveloper.com, where we simplify complex property development feasibilities, investment analysis, and everything real estate. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, our Google Sheets-based feasibility suite streamlines the toughest aspects of real estate. Lead Developer Feasibility Suite is trusted by thousands in over 17 countries. Our tools cover everything from quick assessments to detailed cash flow projections and more. Sign up today at leaddeveloper.com for unlimited free access to our expanding library of real estate tools. No credit card needed. Plus, get full support through Edge with step-by-step guidance, exclusive courses, and resources designed for your success. Turn numbers into narratives that win over investors and lenders. Join Lead Developer now.
All right, so are you ready to dive into the world of real estate millionaires?
Always ready for a good deep dive.
We got our hands on this guide called How to Become a Real Estate Millionaire in 10 Steps.
10 steps. Sounds promising.
It is, and it's not just about finding those killer deals.
Right.
It's about rewiring how you think about money and wealth.
The whole mindset thing.
Yeah, exactly, like thinking like a real estate mogul.
I like it.
So right off the bat, step one is understand how money flows.
Okay, makes sense. Gotta know where the money's going.
But they have this really cool analogy they use, like a river with branches.
Okay, a river. I'm listening.
So your income is the main river, right?
Okay.
And then each expense you have is like a branch flowing out from the river.
Gotcha.
And for most people, those branches just keep multiplying.
Draining the river dry. Yeah, I see that.
Exactly. But millionaires, they're like strategic plumbers.
Well, plumber.
Yeah, they're redirecting those branches, making sure the money flows towards things that will make them more money.
So the branches lead to assets that generate income. Makes sense.
Exactly. So it's not just about cutting back on lattes.
Right.
It's about understanding that money is meant to be in motion, always working for you.
Constantly flowing, yeah.
Yeah.
Creating that cycle.
So how do we actually put this money flow thing into practice?
Good question.
Well, step 2 is about budgeting, which is pretty standard.
Yeah, gotta have a budget.
But then step 3 is keep track of your net worth.
Okay, so beyond just the monthly budget.
Exactly. Now, some people might think that's just basic financial advice.
True.
But when we're talking real estate, it becomes super important.
Because
in real estate, your assets are constantly changing in value.
Oh, okay.
So tracking your net worth is like having a financial dashboard.
I like that.
It shows you the big picture of your investments.
So you can make better decisions.
Exactly. And this isn't just for real estate moguls either.
Right. Everyone should be tracking their net worth.
It helps you make smarter choices with your money overall.
Totally. Gives you that awareness and control.
Okay, so we've got the mindset. We're tracking our progress. Now for the exciting part.
Building that wealth, right.
Step 4 is all about building equity.
The foundation of real estate, right.
But the guide doesn't just define it, they call it an engine.
An engine.
I know, right? What's so powerful about that metaphor?
Well, an engine implies movement, power.
Yeah, it's not just sitting there, it's actively making things happen.
Exactly. And the guide breaks it down into 2 main parts. Price appreciation.
Right, your property going up in value.
And debt pay down. Consistently chipping away at that mortgage.
So it's like a 2-cylinder engine powering your wealth creation.
Perfect analogy.
One side is the market doing its thing, the other is your smart choices.
Exactly. And your choices influence how fast that engine revs up.
Love it. Which brings us to step 5, cash flow growth. The guide defines it pretty simply as income minus expenses.
Straightforward enough.
But I think there's more to it than just that equation, don't you think?
Oh, absolutely. Remember, we're talking about financial freedom here.
Right. That's the ultimate goal.
So cash flow growth means building a stream of income that you don't have to trade your time for.
Passive income. That's the dream.
Exactly. It's about having your money work for you, even while you sleep.
So it's not just about covering expenses.
It's about having extra to reinvest to fuel even more growth.
Building that momentum.
Yeah.
Okay, which takes us to step 6 and the guide's millionaire motto.
A motto. Sounds intriguing.
It's surprisingly simple. Buy it right. Pay it down. Pay it off.
Sounds deceptively straightforward. Is there more to it?
Oh, there's a lot packed into those 3 little phrases.
Let's break it down then.
Buy it right. That's about doing your homework.
Due diligence, market research, all that good stuff.
Exactly. It's not just about getting a good deal. It's about getting the right deal.
A deal that sets you up for long-term success.
Then there's pay it down,
Which means,
being smart about your mortgage, making extra payments whenever you can.
so you're not just letting interest pile up.
You're building equity faster, saving money in the long run.
Smart move. And pay it off. That one's pretty self-explanatory.
Right. Owning your properties outright. That's the ultimate goal.
Pure cash flow, no more mortgage payments.
Exactly. Which brings us back to that idea of real estate being a long game.
It's not about flipping houses for a quick buck.
It's about building a portfolio of assets that will generate wealth for years to come.
A solid foundation for financial freedom.
Okay, so we've got the mindset, the financial plan. Now for something that might seem a little out of place.
Out of place.
Yeah, step 7 is all about building your network.
Networking. I thought this was about real estate.
It is, but the guide argues that your network is a huge multiplier for your net worth.
Interesting. So it's more than just knowing a few real estate agents.
Way more. They break it down into 3 specific teams you need to cultivate.
3 teams. Okay, I'm curious.
First, you've got your inner team, your mentors, advisors, experienced investors who can guide you.
Like your personal brain trust. I like it.
Then you have your support team, the real estate agents, lenders, lawyers, contractors who help you get things done.
The people who make the deals happen.
Exactly. And finally, your service team, plumbers, electricians, landscapers, all the people who keep your properties in top shape.
Okay, so you've got your strategic advisors, the transaction team, and then the property maintenance crew.
That's a great way to put it. And the guide emphasizes that you need all 3 working together.
To create a well-oiled machine.
Right. Each team plays a vital role in your success. So we've laid the foundation, mindset, financials, a killer team. Now, how do we actually find those golden opportunities?
The million-dollar question.
Step 8 is all about lead generation.
So marketing and finding those deals.
It is, but it's more than just blasting out ads. The guide focuses on 4 key questions to guide your efforts.
4 questions.
First, what am I looking for?
Got to be specific, right?
Exactly. Then, can somebody help me find it?
Leveraging your network.
Yeah.
Third, how will I find the property or the people associated with it?
So, strategy and research.
And finally, which properties offer the best value?
Got to do that due diligence, analyze the numbers.
So it's a much more focused approach than just hoping for the best.
It's about being proactive and strategic.
And remember that money flow idea we talked about?
Yeah, where every dollar is working for you.
Finding good deals is how you keep that flow going strong.
It all ties together.
And what's cool is that these 4 questions apply to more than just real estate.
Really?
Yeah, they can help you find opportunities in any area of your life.
I like that. It's a valuable skill set.
So it's about being proactive, seeing opportunity everywhere.
Always be on the lookout.
Exactly. Now with all this activity, it's easy to get overwhelmed, right?
True. Things can get chaotic.
Which is why step 9 is all about staying organized.
Okay, so systems and routines.
It's more than just being tidy. It's about managing your time and energy strategically.
You don't get bogged down in the day-to-day. Exactly. The guide talks about creating a schedule for lead generation, for tracking your progress.
Having a roadmap to keep you on track.
And when you're organized, you start to see patterns.
You can identify what's working, what's not.
And adjust your strategies accordingly.
So it's like a feedback loop, helping you improve constantly.
And it makes the whole process less stressful.
Less chaos, more clarity.
All right, so we've laid the groundwork, we're organized. Now for the grand finale, step 10, the acquisition model.
The moment of truth. Actually buying those properties.
This is where the guide gets really specific about building your portfolio.
Laying out the different approaches you can take.
It outlines 4 main options: find and refer, manage and assign, purchase and sell, and purchase, hold, renovate, and sell.
4 different paths to real estate riches.
So let's start with find and refer, which sounds perfect for beginners.
Less risky, right?
Yeah, you're essentially becoming a deal scout.
So you find promising properties and connect them with buyers.
Exactly. You're adding value by facilitating the transaction.
And you get a finder's fee for your efforts. Not bad.
It's a great way to get your feet wet and build your network.
Learning the ropes without a huge financial commitment.
Now, manage and assign is a step up from that.
How so?
You're getting an option on a property, then finding someone else to buy it,
So you're controlling the deal for a period of time.
and profiting from the difference between your option price and the selling price.
Interesting. So you need some upfront capital to secure that option.
You do, and it requires more work, more understanding of the market.
Higher potential reward, but also higher risk.
Exactly. Now, purchase and sell is pretty straightforward.
The classic flipping model.
Yep. You're buying a property, maybe doing some minor improvements, and then selling it quickly for a profit.
Keyword being quickly, right?
You need to be able to find buyers fast and minimize your holding costs.
Otherwise, those expenses start eating into your profits.
Exactly. And this requires a good eye for undervalued properties.
And a reliable team to handle those quick renovations.
Now, the final model is the most intensive. Purchase, hold, renovate, and sell.
So it's like flipping, but on a larger scale.
Yeah, you're buying a property, but then you're doing major renovations.
Transforming it completely.
Exactly. It's about adding significant value, then selling for a much higher price.
So you need a solid understanding of construction.
And the ability to manage those projects effectively.
Plus the capital to cover those renovation costs.
It's definitely not for everyone, but it can be very rewarding.
High risk, high reward.
Okay, so 4 distinct models, each with its own advantages and challenges. How do we choose the right one?
Good question. What does the guide say?
The guide emphasizes that the best model for you depends on your individual circumstances.
Your risk tolerance, your experience, your financial situation.
It's not one size fits all.
So you got to do some self-assessment, figure out what aligns best with your goals.
Exactly. But we'll delve into that more in the next part of our deep dive. We'll break down each model in detail
Sounds good.
and help you figure out which path might be right for you on your journey to becoming a real estate millionaire.
Welcome back. We're picking up right where we left off with those 4 different acquisition models.
The Real Estate Millionaire Playbook in action.
And in part 1, we talked about the first 3, but left the most intense one for today.
The purchase, hold, renovate, and sell model.
It's not for the faint of heart.
For those who want to really get their hands dirty,
Exactly. This is where you're transforming a property,
seeing the potential that others miss.
like those home renovation shows, but with a serious profit motive.
You're not just buying and selling, you're creating something new.
Adding value that translates into big returns.
But this also sounds like it requires a whole other level of expertise.
Oh, absolutely. You're not just picking paint colors here.
You need to understand construction, market trends, what buyers want.
And a rock-solid team to help you execute that vision.
Which takes us back to that network building advice from the guide.
It's essential in this model.
You need contractors, project managers, architects,
People who can handle the complexities of a renovation.
and who you can trust to deliver quality work.
Because when you're dealing with construction, things can go wrong.
Delays, unexpected costs, permit issues.
Having a strong team can make all the difference.
So this model is not for the casual investor.
It's for those who are ready to roll up their sleeves and put in the work.
But the potential rewards are definitely there.
Oh, absolutely. If you can identify undervalued properties and transform them.
The profit margins can be significant.
But it's crucial to be realistic about the costs and the time involved.
Renovations often take longer and cost more than people anticipate.
So you need to have a financial cushion and be prepared for surprises.
And a passion for the process.
Because this model is definitely an emotional investment as well as a financial one.
You're going to be deeply involved in every step of the renovation.
So you need to enjoy the process, not just the end result.
So we've talked about purchase, hold, renovate, and sell in detail. Now I want to zoom out a bit.
Okay, the bigger picture.
The guide gives us these 4 models, but it also emphasizes that there's no one right way to invest.
It's about finding the approach that works best for you.
And that aligns with your individual strengths, weaknesses, and goals.
Like choosing a workout routine. Some people love high intensity. Others prefer a slower pace.
It's about finding what you're comfortable with and what fits your lifestyle.
And being honest with yourself about your capabilities.
Don't try to force yourself into a model that doesn't feel right.
It's not about following the latest trend. It's about finding your own path.
And remember, you don't have to stick with just one model forever.
You can start with one and then branch out as you gain experience and confidence.
Real estate investing is a journey, and there's always something new to learn and explore. Now I want to shift gears again. Think about the bigger picture of this whole guide.
Okay, what did you want to touch on?
We've talked a lot about the nuts and bolts of acquiring properties, but I'm curious about the underlying principles.
The things that drive success in real estate investing.
One thing that stands out to me is the emphasis on mindset.
Oh, absolutely. The guide really hammers home the importance of thinking differently about money and opportunity.
It's about being proactive, strategic, and constantly seeking out ways to grow your wealth.
It's about seeing challenges as opportunities
Mm.
and embracing calculated risks.
Believing in your ability to create wealth and having the confidence to take action.
And being willing to put in the work to educate yourself, to build a strong team.
The real estate market is constantly changing, so you need to stay informed and be adaptable.
It's a lifelong learning process.
Another key takeaway is the importance of having a clear plan and tracking your progress.
Whether it's setting a budget, creating a net worth statement, or outlining your acquisition strategy.
Having a roadmap keeps you focused and motivated, like a GPS for your financial journey.
It's about being intentional with your actions and making sure every decision moves you toward your goals.
And tracking your progress allows you to celebrate your wins and learn from your mistakes.
It's a feedback loop that helps you refine your strategies and optimize your results.
Success doesn't happen overnight.
Real estate investing is a marathon, not a sprint.
It requires patience, persistence, and a willingness to stay the course.
And to enjoy the journey.
It's about finding satisfaction in the process of learning, growing, and building something meaningful.
It's not just about the destination. It's about the experiences and the relationships you build along the way.
Speaking of relationships, the guide also emphasizes the value of building a strong network.
It's not just about knowing people. It's about cultivating relationships that can support your success.
And those relationships can be invaluable when you're navigating the complexities of real estate.
Whether you're finding deals, getting financing, or managing renovations, having a trusted network can save you time and money.
It's like having a team of advisors and supporters who are invested in your success.
And remember, building a network takes time and effort. It's not something that happens overnight.
It's about consistently showing up, adding value to others, and nurturing those relationships.
It's about mutual benefit, not just what you can get out of it.
Collaboration, support, shared learning, and genuine connections with people who share your passion for real estate.
It makes the journey more enjoyable and rewarding.
Okay, so we've covered mindset, planning, tracking progress, and building a network. What else stands out to you?
I think the guide makes a strong case for being organized and systematic in your approach.
This applies to everything from managing your finances to generating leads to tracking your deals.
It's about creating systems that streamline your work and minimize errors.
And being disciplined enough to stick to those systems.
Because when you're dealing with large sums of money, even small mistakes can be costly.
It's about being strategic and protecting your investments.
And having a clear understanding of your financial position, your goals, and the steps you need to take.
It creates a sense of calm and control amidst the chaos of real estate investing.
When you have systems in place, you can focus on the big picture and make strategic decisions with confidence.
Okay, we've covered a lot of ground, but there's one more key takeaway that's crucial.
What's that?
Taking action. All this information is useless if you don't actually put it into practice.
Knowledge without action is meaningless.
You can read all the books and listen to all the podcasts, but nothing will change unless you take that first step.
So true. You have to get out there and start doing the work.
So what's the one thing you can do today to move closer to your real estate goals?
Is there a book you've been meaning to read? A networking event you want to attend?
Maybe a property you want to analyze? Take that first step, no matter how small.
Action is the key to unlocking your potential.
Welcome back to the final part of our deep dive. You know, we've talked about the strategies, the tactics, the nuts and bolts of real estate.
The whole roadmap to becoming a millionaire, right?
Exactly. But now I want to shift gears a little bit.
Okay, where are we heading?
I'm curious about the why behind all this. What really drives people to become real estate investors?
That's a good question. I mean, on the surface, it seems like it's all about the money.
Right, the profits, the financial freedom.
But I think for most people, it goes deeper than that.
Okay, I'm listening. Tell me more about this deeper level.
Well, think about it. What does financial freedom actually mean to you?
That's a good question.
Is it about traveling the world? Early retirement?
Maybe sending your kids to college without debt?
Exactly. Or just having the security to know that you can handle whatever life throws at you.
Having choices, that's a big part of it, right?
Absolutely. Real estate can be a powerful way to achieve that freedom.
So it's not just about the money itself, it's about what that money allows you to do.
It's about the lifestyle, the opportunities, the peace of mind.
And for some people, it's about making a difference in the world.
Right, like using their wealth to support charities or start their own businesses.
It's about leaving a legacy, creating a positive impact that goes beyond just yourself.
I love that. It's not just about personal gain, it's about contributing to something bigger.
Which takes us back to that idea from the guide about building a legacy.
Right, it's not just about you. It's about the impact you have on others.
And real estate can be a great way to do that because it's so tangible.
You're investing in communities, creating jobs, providing housing.
You're leaving a mark on the world, building something that will last.
And I think that's what really motivates a lot of successful investors.
It's that sense of purpose, that desire to make a meaningful contribution.
It's not just about accumulating wealth, it's about using that wealth to create something positive.
So what legacy do you want to leave behind?
What impact do you want to have on the world?
Those are big questions, and they apply to everyone, not just real estate investors.
It's about aligning your financial goals with your values and your vision for the future.
Because ultimately, true wealth encompasses so much more than just money.
It's about living a life of purpose, meaning, and fulfillment.
So as we wrap up this deep dive into the world of real estate millionaires,
What are some of the key takeaways you want our listeners to remember?
well, first, it's important to understand that real estate investing is a journey, not a destination.
There will be ups and downs, challenges, and triumphs.
But if you approach it with the right mindset, with a clear plan, and with a strong team by your side.
You can achieve incredible results.
And remember, it's not just about the money. It's about the freedom, the security, the opportunity that wealth can provide.
It's about creating a life that you love, a life that allows you to pursue your passions and make a difference in the world.
And that's a wrap on this deep dive. We hope you enjoyed this exploration of real estate investing.
And that you're feeling inspired to take action and create your own path to success.
Remember, the journey to wealth is a marathon, not a sprint. Pace yourself, stay focused, and enjoy the ride. Thanks for joining us.